Hello and welcome to the Inter-University Consortium for Political and Social Research, a case study review presentation. The research team members consist of Jason, who worked on researching, writing, and slide content, Lisette, who worked on editing and writing the presentation script, Stephanie, who worked on researching, writing, and slide design, and myself, Eddie. I worked on project management, writing, and I will be presenting our findings to you today. For the digital creation case study, our team focused on the Inter-University Consortium for Political and Social Research, or ICPSR. To understand how ICPSR defines itself and the role it plays in the sphere of digital creation, it is helpful to look at its motto, a partner in social science research. This partnership model effectively defines ICPSR's role as both facilitator and beneficiary of social science research. Through its work, the consortium both affords researchers access to a wealth of existing data, and it's also able to cement trust and reputation as an important repository in the social sciences. Ultimately, ICPSR's mission is to provide social and behavioral research data stewardship, acting as a global leader and providing rich data resources and responsive educational opportunities for present and future generations. As this presentation will show, the ambitious vision and pioneering work of ICPSR's founders and staff through the decades have made it into a respected and trusted data repository. ICPSR began in 1962 as a division of the Institute for Social Research at the University of Michigan. It was founded by Warren E. Miller, a political scientist who made important contributions to the field in the area of American voting behavior. The simple emphasis behind ICPSR, which was then known as ICPR, was to share a collection of scientific data. In its early days, the project aimed to develop data resources, establish formal training for dataset usage among students and faculty, encourage new research, and act as a source of data for ongoing research. With fewer than 25 institutional members at first, the consortium envisioned forming a scientific commons that would increase access to data and, perhaps more importantly, respond to the need to preserve that data. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, ICPSR's active membership grew and it enjoyed excellent funding from federal sources and private foundations. In terms of staffing, it attracted political scientists and historians from top universities, many of whom went on to contribute to the field of archival science in virtue of their experience with the consortium. ICPSR's infrastructure kept pace with the times, and the consortium was able to offer online access to its data sets by 1985 via Telnet and to deliver data via the World Wide Web by 2000. By the 1990s, it had 350 institutional and national affiliates. Preservation has remained one of ICPSR's main goals, and in 2011 it became one of the first 6 data repositories to earn the Data Seal of Approval from the Data Archiving and Network Service Archive in the Netherlands. With increased stability and trust, ICPSR currently boasts membership of about 740 organizations. As well, ICPSR partners with several federal agencies and foundations to provide access to their data resources. These include the National Science Foundation, the Library of Congress, and the MacArthur Foundation. ICPSR maintains a data archive of more than 500,000 files of research in the social sciences. It hosts 16 specialized collections of data in education, aging, criminal justice, substance abuse, terrorism, and other fields. These holdings include more than 7,300 studies with almost 65,000 datasets, all which can be downloaded on demand from the archive. An additional smaller set of holdings has restrictions and the contents cannot be downloaded in their entirety. Current areas of emphasis for ICPSR are diversity data, mixed methods data, interdisciplinary data, and international data. Researchers, including government agencies and social science scholars, typically make deposits to ICPSR. Materials are submitted to ICPSR through a data pipeline, Once a content producer has created content, a depositor can submit it to ICPSR as a Submission Information Package, or SIP. Receipt of the SIP initiates the ingest function. The data management and archival storage functions take place next. At this point, associated metadata is added to the archival information package, also known as AIP, before and after archival storage. The metadata used is primarily DDI, Data Documentation Initiative, the metadata standard for social sciences. However, ICPSR makes its metadata available as MARC 21 records, as well as an in-house implementation of the Open Archives Initiative protocol for metadata harvesting using Dublin Core elements. As seen in our figure, the function of access in the pipeline has three subfunctions. First, metadata is indexed and made displayable for queries and browse functions. Next, data information packages, or DIPs, are created for download as ordered by users through the archive interface. And finally, the DIPs are utilized by users for online analysis and query of data. ICPSR makes quantitative data files available in several widely used formats, including ASC2, tab delimited for use with Excel, SAS, SPSS, and Stata. Documentation is provided as PDF. And this is part that the pipeline that the user sees and interacts with, the interface. To access the data through the interface, users must create a metadata account that verifies institutional affiliations and allows them to create profiles that aid in queries. Roughly half of the data is available to non-members, but a portion is reserved for members only. ICPSR users are primarily faculty, staff, and students at ICPSR member institutions, but non-ICPSR members also use the data, for example, researchers, policymakers, and journalists. A number of tools are available to ICPSR users, allowing them to browse and query data across many facets, including browsing data by topic, series, and theme collections. Users are also able to apply filters to their queries. One important feature is the interface's recency filter, which allows users to pinpoint the most recently updated data. There are also ways to access data specific to social science research, such as question text and dataset response codes assigned by data curators. There's even a find publications tool that gives users a bibliography of data related to research conducting using ICPSR data. On the other hand, to our knowledge, the website has not been updated since 2012. And the interface, while not too cluttered, has a decidedly outdated, skimpy look. There is little use of more contemporary dynamic web design and technologies, such as text that opens when the mouse hovers and seamlessly disappears when it's not needed. The information organization does not appear to be on par with one might expect from a project of this scope and reach. For example, browsing the geographic area is simply an alphabetical ordered list of place names with no attempt to organize taxonomically. Bakersfield is right next to Bahrain. Overall, we think that sophisticated users of Web 2.0 technology would land on ICPSR website might find themselves wishing for a refresh to research interface and possibly the entire site. Our research showed that ICPSR has a long history, since 1962, of serving as a model for other social science data repositories. Early on, it was able to grow its membership and secure funding, which ensured its stability and longevity. Keeping with its visionary roots, ICPSR kept pace with advances in cyber infrastructure. Another strength is that it has encouraged participation by new scholars in the field via its programs for undergraduates and graduate students. Today, it is a global leader in data stewardship, enjoying partnerships with top academic institutions and many federal agencies. On the other hand, through the archive's user-face front end offers easy access to the immense store of valuable data, along with some useful tools, the site and interface look time-worn and somewhat clunky to use. To ensure that it remains viable and sustainable, ICPSR may need to pay attention to the usability of web interface. Web technologies evolve rapidly, and so do users' expectations. Redesigned and refreshed access tools and a friendly interface would surely add value to ICPSR's already impressive capabilities. And for you, we have included the references that we have used in the course of our case study. We invite you to check out these resources for yourself for further information. Please leave your comments and questions in the discussion forum, and one of us will be happy to post a reply. Thank you.